The UTA Nigeria International Humanitarian Awards have recognized individuals and institutions for their contributions to humanitarian services and community development. The awards, held in Abuja as part of activities marking the 2026 World Humanitarian Day, brought together government officials, traditional rulers, civil society representatives, private sector stakeholders, and humanitarian actors from Nigeria, Africa, and other parts of the world. The country president, UTA Ambassador Princess Abigail Amalaha, said the event provided an opportunity to celebrate people and organizations whose interventions have positively impacted communities while promoting greater commitment to humanitarian services. She also used the occasion to reinforce the importance of prioritizing services and measurable impact over public recognitions in addressing humanitarian challenges.
It is with great joy and a profound sense of responsibility that I welcome you all to Abuja, the heart of Nigeria. Sorry, I'm taking that again. The heart of Nigeria, for the International Humanitarian Award and the unveiling of the UTA Social Center. The event is our contribution to the global commemoration of the World Humanitarian Day 2026, themed Strengthening Global Solidarity and Empowering Local Communities. It is a day set aside to honor those who stand in the gap of humanity and to renew our collective commitment to service. We are deeply honored by the presence of distinguished guests from across Africa and around the globe. Your coming affirms that humanitarianism knows no borders. It will serve as a hub for vocational training, healthcare support, and welfare service for vulnerable groups. It represents UTA Nigeria commitment to empowering local communities and building resilience from the grassroots. On behalf of the board, management, and members of the UTA Nigeria, I express our sincere gratitude to the federal government of Nigeria, our partners, sponsors, the media, and every individual who made this event possible. As we proceed, may this award inspire more acts of kindness, and may this center become a beacon of hope for generations to come. Once again, you are welcome.
The Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, Dr. Bernard Duro, stressed that humanitarian needs across the world are worsening, with more than 300 million people in over 72 countries are currently requiring humanitarian assistance. He called for stronger global solidarity and increased funding to meet the rising humanitarian needs across affected communities.
Let me congratulate the awardees today and also congratulate UTA for this feat that you are unveiling a social center today. And for the awardees, I'm sure you have gone through a very important selection process, and today you have been recognized for your work. Now, yesterday we celebrated the World Humanitarian Day, and the focus is on strengthening global solidarity and empowering our localities. And this is very important considering our current situation. Humanitarian needs globally is worsening. We have at the moment over 300 million people in need of humanitarian assistance worldwide across over 72 countries of the globe. And unfortunately, the funding, the purse is shrinking. And so it calls for more solidarity. And let's use opportunities like this to encourage more and more funding for humanitarian needs, because the needs are increasing. And at the same time, the focus of the World Humanitarian Day is on protecting the protectors. because humanitarian aid workers across the world are facing unprecedented danger and risk to their lives. And it becomes very, very important that we call upon the players and actors in this ecosystem to ensure that the human right, because humanitarian workers are protected by international humanitarian laws. And
The Controller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, identified duty concessions, expedited clearance of relief materials, and direct community support as key pillars of its humanitarian interventions, while adding that humanitarian and relief items imported into Nigeria enjoy duty concessions under the Common External Tariff, while procedures have also been established to ensure their speedy clearance at the nation's ports.
Let me start by congratulating UTA, particularly the hardworking Nigerian ambassador for UTA, Ambassador Abigail, and all members of your team for the good work that you have done. You've done well by assembling very many people who shared the same humanity, the same concern for humanity, from the royalty, from the diplomatic corps, from presidency, from the generality of Nigerians. What this shows is that Nigerians actually have this value to love humanity, and we have demonstrated it by our presence here this evening. For us in the Nigerian Customs Service, our commitment to humanity stands on about 3 pillars. The first one is structured, and through the fiscal policy that we implement, there is a portion of the Common External Tariff which is implemented in Nigeria that makes express provision for importation of humanitarian and relief items. These items are imported free of duty because the tariff grants duty concession to them. The second pillar is that there is procedures which Nigerian Customs Service and other customs administrations in the world have put in place for speedy and expedited clearance of humanitarian and relief items, so that when they land in our ports, we do not subject them to the regular clearance time that other items are subjected to, and we implement that by all means. The third and the final one is the initiative undertaken by Nigeria Customs Service to support humanitarian activities in Nigeria. We have launched a CSR initiative, a corporate social responsibility initiative, under which we extend humanitarian relief items to affected communities in Nigeria, and we also support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's SDG goals in providing education, water resources, youth clothing, and other relief items to communities that are affected by disasters and some of these other important things.